Protest, from whatever angle is considered, is not altogether a tool for disrupting government. It is meant to reposition or reawaken the government to rise to their responsibilities. However, this age-long tradition has much to do with the struggle and sacrifice of those from below. And these often end up in sad tales of wanton destruction of lives and property, but certainly not without one change or the other. Almost every country of the world has had its own fair share of protest or what is otherwise regarded as civil unrest. Nigeria is no exception. But how has the country fared during protest?
It's protest. You call it activism, right? But as part of the problems experienced under this present administration, that's a suicidal mission. Thank God you mentioned the issue of NSAS. You see how it ended, is it right? When you set your state security outfit against your own citizens. When you have the same police that should protect you now becoming your worst nightmare. When there's a slogan that police is your friend, it now becomes your major enemy. And so far as I'm concerned, Nigerians should be able to express how they feel. That's the truth. Even the present administration climbed through the same platforms that they are working against, that they are trying to frustrate. They used Twitter, they used protests, they used the same activism.
So people also have different agendas for going into the protests. That's the reason why you see a lot of vandalism and all kind of things happening when they are doing protests.
In Nigeria, the last protest we just did, which was End SARS protest, hasn't gotten us to anything. Police are still killing people. SARS, they changed the names to SWAT though, but they are still killing people. But to some extent, the youth, the Nigerian, what do we call them? Government are not at fault here. We, the Nigerians, are at fault here. The Nigerian youths, we go out there destroying people's property instead of doing the right thing. We are supposed to protest for peace and end SARS, but we are out there destroying people that don't know anything. We are destroying their property. So in my own opinion, that is not right.
Quite sadly, Nigeria's protest is often misdirected. Aside the loss of lives and individual property, national property, which are the major focus of protesters, are also often lost. This is evident, especially in the recent protests across the country where police stations, roads and government buildings were burned. Some Nigerians opine that destruction of public property is a misplacement of priority and totally condemnable.
It's very heartbreaking. I went to Lagos when you're going to Oyinbo in Lagos. There's a what's it called? The transport in Lagos. About over how many? Maybe 100 or so buses were burnt down in the station, and I'm like, I stood there for a minute. I was like, what did they accomplish by this? This is okay. You're fighting for better governance, and then this is still our money that was spent in buying those buses, and we burnt them down. Why?
When we are going to protest, we shouldn't destroy people's property because that's not. It's not right.
No, it's actually not good because at the end of the day, it's still coming back.
Regardless of the little or no changes in response to protest, some are of the opinion that protest remains the answer, while others say government should empathize with the masses by first of all providing the basic needs.
I think the government should, if the government can try to connect more with the people, it's all about empathy, trying to feel what people feel. The government can actually do more, trying to sensitize people that, okay, we're actually doing these things for you, and okay, we feel your plight. What is that thing that you really want?
I think protest is the only one I know of. There's no other, because The government, our government, if you're talking about another society, but Nigeria here, the government, the people, the government doesn't listen to the people.
Well, maybe we should just stop protesting, because I don't think Nigeria is going to ever change. You know, people like all of us, we all have the same mindset. We all have the same mindset, and we just want politics go out there. We are greed. We are all greedy.
Suffice it to say that protests will continue so long as human societies exist. It is, however, advised that people should act with high sense of decorum, as killings, burning of structures, and destruction of national monument would do us no good. This is Organic Victor for 24 News TV.